Hey kids, in this video, I'm going to answer that age-old question. The question I get asked probably more than anything else from online coaches, and that is, Lindsay, how do I decide what content I should make free versus what content I should make paid? This is a big question, and more often than not, online coaches that I help build and monetize their online coaching business frequently will take their signature coaching program and their methodologies, and they will keep them super safe and warm next to them, not wanting to give away anything on social media. And where does that leave them? That leaves them with very little to talk about. And when they end up talking about stuff, but they're leaving out all of their signature coaching methodologies and skills, it leaves the people being like, well, what can she really help me with? How has she helped me in the past? And it prevents people from having super, super important aha moments. If we can get people, our prospects, to have any kind of aha moment through our online content, regardless if that is on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok, I don't care where it is. If they have an aha moment, my friends, when it comes time to sell your online coaching courses, programs, retreats, or one-on-one services, they will be like, wow, her free content helped me do this. I can't imagine what her paid content will give me. So it's important to release just a little bit and relax just a little bit and know these very important principles about how to differentiate between free and paid content. So the first thing that you really want to know is this, okay? This is so true. People will pay for convenience. I would honestly be totally fine teaching most of my most important principles from my best-selling online signature coaching program called Content That Converts.me. I would be okay putting videos about all of those methodologies that I teach in that workshop and that course out there on YouTube because people will pay for convenience. Do you know how time-consuming, how confusing, and how almost impossible it would be for people to go out and find a video about, for example, my Instagram strategy, and then put that away, and then find some podcast that I created about my YouTube strategy and how to sew that in, and then find another video on how to get people on your email list, and then watch that and understand how it logically flows through? It would be nearly impossible. People will pay for convenience. Let me put it this way. I teach a very popular online workshop called the Content That Converts.me workshop, where I usually charge a very small price for this, and I walk people step by step through the entire process of how to create YouTube videos and Instagram content, get people on your email list, and fill an online coaching program. I don't hold a lot of things back from that workshop, but when people take that workshop, they will easily sign up for my online coaching program because of the convenience of me telling them step by step, well, yeah, I told you to create a YouTube video, but this is how you do it. And I'm walking you through. This is step 1, and this is step 2, and this is step 3. People leave that workshop being like, oh yeah, I totally understand what she's saying, but then they'll go and sit in front of their computer and be like, I don't know what step 1 is. I don't know what step 2 is. Lindsay, please spoon feed me. Please support me. And there's things, right, that people are certainly going to run into: mindset issues, technical issues, nuances, coaching niches that they just are going to have all of these questions on. And so people will 100% pay you for convenience. I've heard this analogy before. It's like telling people, go to the library and find a book on this and find a specific page on this topic. Then put that book away and go and find a specific page on this topic. It would be almost impossible for somebody to try to sew in a methodology and a strategy for getting from point A to point B, and still have any sanity left. It would be nearly impossible. So please remember this. People will pay you for convenience of outlining it with the worksheets and the support, absolutely, for your signature coaching program. The second thing that you can approach this sticky wicket of a question, which is free versus paid content, is you can always sell the why versus the how, right? If you can, like I mentioned in my CTC ME workshop, we go over the why you should be on YouTube, why you should be on Instagram, why you need an email list. But the how is a whole nother thing. Well, Lindsey, I get I need to be on Instagram, and I get I need to be showing my VEMs on Instagram in order to build that know, like, and trust factor with my online audience. But when I go and hit record story, I have no idea what to do. And so they understand the power of these two powerful platforms combined with email marketing and how it is the peanut butter and jelly of a strategy that everyone should absolutely use to build their online coaching business, but they just don't understand how. And so you can certainly always go to YouTube or Instagram or wherever you're creating your online content and talk about the why versus the how, and save the how for your online coaching program or your online membership program. Next, and this is very similar, is broad versus step-by-step. It's just another way of thinking about the why versus the how. You can do a 6-minute YouTube video and you can get into some of the steps on how to, for example, create a powerful Instagram story that will build know, like, and trust factor with your prospects, right? But that 6-minute story pales in comparison to the in-depth storytelling, step-by-step. Do this, shoot it like this. This is how you make it more visually interesting. Here's the equipment that you should use to come across as high quality and exactly what you need, right? There's a lot of nuances in just, hey, here's some tips for how to create a really great Instagram story versus this is how you create, like, step by step, and you really step it up and you really understand the nuances of it. And so that's typically what you're going to do in your online coaching programs. And so it's okay to give away a broad version. So many people get stuck here because you forget about the stuff that you had to learn, right? I ran into this when I started teaching the CTCME program because I was so used to doing Instagram stories. And I was like, well, yeah, everybody knows how to hit the Instagram story button and create an Instagram story. But then I got into the coaching program and we have this really amazing thing called Tech Thursday. People show up to Tech Thursday and they'd be like, well, Lindsey, that's all well and good to hit record story, but like, how do I put captions on there? How do I download it to my phone so I can use it on TikTok and in other videos? What kind of equipment do I need? What is hands-free mode and what are these stickers and how do I @ somebody in a story? I forgot that, hey, not everybody's kind of hooked up with the Instagram story and it's a lot harder and it's a lot more nuanced than I ever remembered. And so you have to remember that in your coaching programs. You are teaching that stuff that you so easily forget and take for granted that you know because you eat, sleep, and breathe whatever topic it is that you are coaching on. The final thing, well, I got 2 more things. Another thing that you want to take into consideration is how unique is your content. Now, you can go out to YouTube and you can find 1,000 YouTube videos on how to create a really great Instagram story. So I will create one like that for coaches. It's pretty readily available information, right? But when we get into super unique information, the unique information that I teach in the CTCME program, where how to shoot this and how to really get prospects prepared for your launch or get them signed up for your webinar or get them talking to you in DMs and how to build an online community that way, that stuff's not on Instagram. That stuff blood, sweat, and tears, paid several hundred of thousands of dollars for in education through coaches and experience and crying and failed launches and helping hundreds of customers build and monetize their online coaching business. That's unique information that I'm not putting on YouTube. I'm saving for my signature coaching program That's the kind of information that people pay me for. So if it's unique information, you're going to want to save that for your paid content. And the final one is going to be, what impact is this going to give people? If, which I don't, this is just a very simplistic example, if I had the most amazing Instagram strategy that if you DM people these 5 magic words, they will always buy your coaching program because you're going to hypnotize them into liking and trusting you into 5 words. Now that's a little manipulative and I'm not selling that, but say that for an example, right? And I give that to people and they're like, wow, this is impacting me. This is making me tens of thousands of dollars. This is making it so much easier. This is so awesome. And this is all I need to succeed. If you're hearing that a lot from your prospects, which is, yeah, thanks, Lindsey. This free stuff gave me everything that I need. It's time to reevaluate and start thinking, okay, I need to hold back, save some of that for my signature or my paid programs so that people will actually pay me. So if it's going to have a big impact, they're going to walk away from your free content with like their problem solved, you gotta pull it back. So utilizing all of these principles, remembering convenience, that people pay you for convenience, that you can always talk about the why versus the how, keep it broad versus step by step. Is it unique content? And what impact is it going to have on the end prospect's life? Then that'll give you a pretty great litmus test on if it should be paid or free content. Well, there you have it, folks. I talk about this stuff all day long on my YouTube channel, Online Coaching Business Insights, how to create amazing content for your online coaching business and other build and monetizing strategies. So go check out the other videos and have a great day.